Morning guys, how are ya? Are you ready? It's me, it's Emma, Body Blitz Fitness, and it is Thrilling Thursdays Hoop and Chat. Are you ready? If you've got your weighted hula hoop, grab them, we're gonna hoop together. If you haven't got a hoop, no stress, you can just sit there and listen, or you can stand and do a little Russian twist, or you can sit. It's up to you, whatever you wanna do. And if you wanna know more about getting a hoop, my ring light just nearly fell off the wall. Let's just move that back. Sorry, a bit up close and personal for a minute, guys. If you want to know more about a hoop, let me know. I can sort you out a link with a 10% off discount code. But basically, it's a Power Hoop Deluxe. You can go on to powerhoop.com and have a look for yourselves. All right, you ready? So I'm going to step into my hoop. I'm going to zip up my tummy. Remember, when you're working your core muscles, you don't want to brace and bear down on your pelvic floor because we don't want any leakages. Yeah, we want to keep our pelvic floor strong. So imagine zipping up as if wearing tight, freshly washed jeans. Yeah? I've got the hoop on my lower back, can you see? I'm going to put my right leg in front, I'm going to turn my hoop to the left and then launch. And it's that simple. You just do like so. Now, so I'm just going to put timer on. When you're hooping and when you first start, the launch is an absolute ball ache. It really is. Some people just do it like that. I'm not a natural at anything, so it took me ages. My daughter did this and she was like a duck to water. She didn't even look like she's moving. Me, I was flapping around like an epileptic fish. So the point to that is, don't give up. Practice makes perfect. Don't get frustrated with yourselves. As adults, we expect to do it like that. Sometimes it takes a little bit of practice. And when you very first start, you only want to do 1 to 2 minutes each side every other day so you don't get too hoop sore. If your hoop just keeps falling down, it's normally the launch. So I'm going to stop and show you the launch again. All right, watch. So it's on my lower back. I hold the hoop exactly halfway around. Can you see? It's on my lower back. I turn it one way, and then as I throw it, it stays on my body. And look, I move my hips immediately. Most people throw the hoop and just stand there, and that's why it falls down, okay? So that's basic hooping, okay? Why am I hooping? Fantastic for your core muscles. Fantastic helping regulate your waist to hip ratio, or if you are carrying a lot more weight around your middle, it's going to really help reduce that. For me, it's also great for massaging out my digestive system, and I find it much easier to chat away to you naturally when I'm doing something rather than standing staring at that camera. Yes, there's a few reasons why hooping is just mint. Brilliant. Right, so it's Thursday. I love Thursday. Anyone who watches me normally, or if you're new, hi. I love Throwback Thursdays. I am a person, I love photos. I take photos of everything. I've still got old pictures. I'm not sure if you can see there, but I've got picture frames up in here, a couple of them. And I've got old pictures, and I just love them, I really do. The only downside to having like an iPhone now is you take so many pictures on your phone, but you don't tend to actually have them as in photos or photo frames. You know, if you do, tell me, I'd love to know. I don't tend to do that anymore, which is such a shame. We went for a stage for a while of doing photo books. Have any of you done photo books? They're quite good. But I was having a massive clear out I think it was last week, and I found loads of old photos. It was great. So last week I did a reel where I was flying around the front room in my in my wedding dress. Obviously everyone liked that much more than fitness because that got so many views, whereas the fitness doesn't, so that was interesting. And I also found, so my wedding, I've been married 16 years this summer, so it was my wedding dress from 16 years ago. But what I also found was the hen night pictures from my first wedding, and that was, oh my God, 28 years ago. But do you know what else I found? Brace yourselves, guys. I found my first wedding dress. So if I can get that out of where I've stuffed it, because it's stuffed right in the back of a cupboard, I might try and see if I can fit in that today. So that could be a bit scary. Loads of people were saying to me, oh, it's really good you can still fit in your wedding dress. And I was like, well, to be fair, when I got married for my second wedding, Lois, go on, up you get. That's just my chihuahua having a bit of problem. Hang on. Go on, girl, up you get. That's it. I'd already had 2 children, so my body was pretty much, do you know what I mean? Lots of people, they get married, then they have their kids, so their body shape changes completely. So really, the fact that I could still fit in my wedding dress from 16 years ago was pretty standard, I think, for me anyway. Whether I can get in the one from 28 years ago or not, Don't know, I was really, really slim when I got married. I was teaching 25 classes a week. I was a total cardio bunny. You know, obviously I was 25 when I got married, the first time. And yeah, I hadn't had kids. So if I can get that dress out, I'll stick that on today and I'll do another reel in that one. So that's going to be a bit of a weird one. But I found the hen night pictures and I posted them as my Throwback Thursday pictures last week. And it was, you know, like old pictures, you forget things, don't you? Like life goes so bloody fast. And it was great because I found there was old pictures of people that I haven't seen for absolutely ages. And it was quite good because I took some of the pictures, I screenshot and I send them out to some friends that I kind of lost sort of contact with a little bit. So that was kind of nice as well. So yeah, I love Throwback Thursday. So I just thought I'd give you a bit of background into why I love Throwback Thursday. When I'm hooping, I do often talk to you purely about fitness, and I talk to you about health and fitness, but quite often, because as you can hear, I kind of don't stop talking once I get started, I do talk to you about life and just general things. So, and that leads me to today, how are you? How are you doing? So this month is Mental Health Awareness Month in May. So I started doing every Wednesday night, I've been giving away free for people to come and do a core class with me. I picked core because most people want to work their core. So I've called it Core and More. It's Fit in 15, it's just a 15-minute class. And I'm giving that away free to try and help people. Because when you get really, I don't know, whether you're depressed, you're anxious, or you just got low mood, or you just don't know what's wrong with you, and you just feel a bit, ugh, you know, mental health is such a fascinating subject, and there's so many different levels on which your mental health can be affected. I'm a very emotional person, and I think my personality and genetically, I am inclined to be a little bit on the depressive side, if I'm honest. You know, I don't want to be, but I am. This is something that I've learned now over the years. So like yesterday, for example, I was not feeling the love. I just felt really upset yesterday. I felt like crying, to be honest. So I found it hard to go out. I didn't want to leave the house, not really. I did. I went out, I walked my dogs. I had very early PT in the morning, started at 6:15. So I did all that, but as the day went on, I struggled more and more, and I found it really difficult. So then when it came to the evening, I taught my class here in my front room via Zoom, which is what I'm offering you guys to come and join me for. And you know what? It was a bit of a lifeline, and it made me think about other people, you know, that are struggling, and to not have to take that step out the front door, although I want you to go out, but sometimes that's a step too far. So say you can join me and you don't even have to leave home. You can just access me by your phone, your laptop, your iPad, whatever you got. I just thought that might be a really nice thing to give, because it's easy, do you know what I mean? You can do it from wherever you are, and then by doing that, you might actually feel better. So then the next step is, you might actually want to go out that front door and go outside and have your walk in your fresh air. Do you get what I mean? Or you just might love doing core regardless and just come and join me. So that's what I'm doing all through May. So obviously I've done 2 so far. The first week we did core on the floor. Yesterday we did standing core, so it was crunchless core. And next week I'm doing Pilates style core. So if you want to come and join me, I will gift you that. You are more than welcome. Now, obviously, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying it's not just out of the goodness of my heart. It is because I want you to do well, but it's also for you to experience coming and training with me online, realise how fantastic it is, and you'll just want more. But in the meantime, you can have it for free. So you've got Pilates style core on Wednesday next week, and then you've got one more the week after. I might even do cardio core, I'm not sure yet. So if you want to know any more about that, please feel free. There's no strings attached. I'll just give you the Zoom link. You just come and do it with me. You can comment on this live, or when I repost it, when the live is finished, I won't see all your comments. They'll be gone. So you can come back in and comment later. Yeah, and then I'll know and I'll send you out the link. Those of you who are watching me on, well, actually on both my socials, I've got my TikTok and my Facebook at the minute. you're probably better to send me a DM to get the link. I mean, comment below so I know you're going to, and that way if your message to me goes into my junk mail, because if we're not friends, I'll know it's coming, so I'll look out for it. So just comment on this and then send me a DM and I'll sort you out the link and you can come and join me. Simple as that. Sound good? Oh, better start hooping the other way. Whoops. Right, let's go the other direction. You're always going to have a more dominant side, by the way, guys. So when I'm hooping, you must hoop both sides. Even if you're rubbish on one side, still do it. And remember, I said at the beginning, you will get better. You honestly will, I promise. You know, I've told this story so many times. When I first started doing my power hoop, I was doing an instructor course. Of course, I just rocked out. I didn't even practice, just assumed I'd do it. Oh, I couldn't keep the hoop up. But I should have known better. I should have known better, because as a kid, I couldn't even hoop with a normal hula hoop. I couldn't do it. These are a lot easier because it's weighted. The momentum, once you start getting the movement, it's a lot easier to use. I can now hoop with a kid's hula hoop, but I couldn't when I was a kid. So I couldn't hoop until I was like 40 odd years old. Couldn't hoop. So there's you know, it's never too late. You can do it, I promise. Right, where are we at? So, sorry, I went back onto, I do this a lot. I'm on one subject and I go back to another one. I'm terrible. I kind of almost need a script to stay on track. So, we've talked about Throwback Thursday, wedding dresses. Can you fit in them? How many wedding dresses you got? Are you a serial bride? Do you know what? I actually really love weddings. I absolutely love them. I don't want to get married to anyone else again, but I could keep having weddings. That'd be quite nice. And of course, trends change, don't they? You know, like I put up as well some throwbacks. I found some old aerobics gear. So I never wore leggings, by the way, until about 7 years ago. I didn't wear leggings. But when I was much, much younger, I was of the era where I'd like the little cycling shorts on, you know, the pineapple thong leotards over the top of them and all of that. Anyway, then it went from that, it went to long trousers. And I found a load of USA Pro and Rockwear outfits. And yeah, I put them on. I did that on a reel the other day. That was quite funny. But it's interesting how trends change. Do you not think? So then I went from that and I used to wear baggy harem pants for years and years and years. And now I actually wear leggings, which I never thought I'd wear leggings. So bear in mind, I'm 53 and I've only been wearing leggings since I was 46. How mental was that? Just didn't like them, felt too self-conscious. It's the same with wedding dresses. The trends change. So my wedding dress from 16 years ago, actually I think stands the test of time. That's doing all right, but wait, if I can get that one out from 28 years ago today and do my reel later, you'll see what I mean about the way trends change. Also, my wedding pictures from then, I look like a baby. I look like a child bride. You know, you're like, oh my God, it just makes me giggle. So these are just some subjects we're talking about today. So we've talked about Throwback Thursday, talked about wedding dresses, can you still fit in them, how many have you got? We talked about mental health awareness and core classes, fit in 15. And you've by now worked out I'm kind of very much an open book. I talk to you about absolutely everything. Whatever pops into my mind, it pops out of my mouth. We've briefly discussed the chihuahuas. If you'd like, should I tell you a bit about my chihuahuas? Okay, so cut a long story short, I love chihuahuas. When I was young, I was a cat person. Always loved my little cats. And I guess for me, chihuahuas were like a bit of an extension of having cats because you could take them out. You probably look a bit weird if you take your cat out for a walk on a lead. So, got a chihuahua. Funny enough, when I got married to my second husband, I'd already had my children, he'd had a child. We didn't want children together. Realistically, I guess I could have done. I was 37, but I didn't. I was like done with that. So we got a dog. We got a chihuahua. He is our child. That then progressed to end up with 11 chihuahua children, which was a bit mental, but there was a few reasons why. There's a story behind all of them. But then in the last couple of years, oh my God, we've had so many deaths. It's been absolutely horrendous. And anyone who's a pet lover and has lost an animal will know it's like the most heartbreaking experience. You know, losing a member of your family or a friend is awful. It's horrendous. I don't know. I just think when you lose a pet, it hits different. I guess because they're with you 24/7, and we're down to 6 from 11. It's been really, really traumatic. It's been awful. So I've got 6 little chihuahuas left. We've got. Do you know what I had to think about that? Who we've got left? So I'll tell you, we've got Sebastian, who's the oldest. Then we've got Teddy. Then we've got Lois. Then we've got Romeo. Then we've got baby Lexi, and then we've got Ash, who's the youngest. He's 8. He'll be 9 at Christmas, and the oldest one is 16. So that's my little family. Right, we're nearly there. You've got about 2 minutes left of listening to me if you're still with me. Most of you have probably gone, but if you are still here, do talk to me, because I'd love, love, love to hear back from you. I don't want to just be talking at you. I mean, you've got quite a few things you can be talking to me about today. So we've got wedding dresses, we've got core classes, we've got mental health, we've got chihuahuas, you name it, we've probably got it. Oh, and I think I'll tell you something else. If you, I don't know, you see people on social media and you think, oh yeah, I need to tell you, I've got a confession. I was never, ever, ever sporty. Not in a million years. Nope, 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 nope. I was pretty good at the 1500 running, that was it. I was terrible at any, like, you know, racket, sports. My hand-to-eye coordination was horrific. Honestly, absolute nightmare. I was the kid who couldn't catch, throw, tie her shoelaces, ride a bike. So how I ended up in fitness was because when I went to my first sort of fitness class around about 16, 17 years old, it was very much the Jane Fonda-ish type thing. And it was really cliquey. You know, the instructor was up the front in their matching scrunch socks and hair scrunchy, only talking to the front row. You know, you went in and you were quiet. There was no chatting to you, making sure you were all right. You just stood there and hoped you weren't standing in someone's spot. Generally felt like a bit of an idiot, and then left. And then the film Perfect came out. Have any of you seen Perfect with Jamie Lee Curtis and John Travolta? I absolutely love that film. So between that and feeling really uncomfortable in an exercise class, I wanted to become an instructor to make classes more accessible to what I would consider normal people. Not that there's much normal about me. I wanted people to come and feel included, not feel stupid. You know, I didn't want it to be like the cliquey girl, mean girls at school. And that's how I found classes when I first started. Very, very cliquey, very mean girls. And I didn't want it to be like that. You know, when I was at school, I was always on the edge of the crowds. I wasn't in the in crowd, I wasn't in the not in crowd. I was sort of on the edge of all of the crowds. And I wanted my classes to be accessible to everyone and never make anybody feel like a dick, really. You know, if you've had the guts to get to a class, I want you to feel really, really good. And that's another thing that I found since lockdown and teaching online as well. You can make it so much more accessible. I'm a multi-level teacher, you know, I've been in this industry since I was 18 years old. So through, you know, personal experience, through knowledge, through continuously upgrading my education and my qualifications, whenever I teach a class, I teach multi-level anyway, so my class is suitable for everyone. But a lot of people can't do that. A lot of people aren't capable of doing that or don't even feel the need to do it. It does make life harder, but I like teaching like that. Right, I've now definitely been hooping long enough, so I'm going to stop, all right? So remember, Hoop 101, hoop both sides. When you first start, only do a minute or two. I've literally just done 16 minutes, but I'm used to it. Oh, you love my outfit. Thanks. So I love these. These leggings are from someone called Halo. I really like them. Sweaty Betty bra, Sweaty Betty. Oh, anyone who's still watching, do you want a confession? I found out how much I've spent in Sweaty Betty. In fact, let's have a little game. So I've got an invoice the other day, since 2018, how much money I've spent with Sweaty Betty. Now, bearing in mind, I'm an instructor, so I get a Sweaty Betty discount anyway. So I want you, anyone who's actually still listening to this or watching this later, have a guess how much money I have spent since 2018 with Sweaty Betty. Some of you watching regularly, you know I've got quite a lot of Sweaty Betty stuff. I think actually you might have a little Sweaty Betty, or I did have a Sweaty Betty obsession. It's kind of worn off a bit now. So have a guess, put it in the comments, and anyone who does actually guess it, and you're the closest to the amount, I'll gift you a free class that isn't just the Core in 15. Sound good? Right, now I'm just gonna have a little flick through, see if there's any more comments, because I hate ignoring people. No, just that? Well, Lindsay, thanks. She likes my outfit. Do you know what? It's lovely to get nice comments. People are so mean on social media. Normally I get, you've had too much Botox. Lay off the fillers. How old are you? Honestly, you'd be surprised. 50,000, oh blimey, yeah. Not that much, Lindsay. I mean, I wish that I had £50,000 to be able to spend on Sweaty Betty, but no. And let's just have a quick check on TikTok in case anybody said anything. Funny enough, it was TikTok that I got absolutely roasted on. I was doing a live and it was a bloke actually. Supposedly a bloke. And he went on, he was so horrible to me. Honestly, it was ridiculous. He was absolutely slating me while I was live, which is another reason why I hoop, so I can't see the comments. And then I don't get upset. Oh, hang on, I think I might have missed one. No. Okay, well listen, I'm going to go now, guys. This live will be up in a minute. Then you can comment there. So if anyone's watching this later, join in, talk to me. I'd love to know. Oh, Lindsay, you're close. You're really close now. 10K, you're getting close now. Don't want to give it away because we're going to have this as a little game today. Right, guys, I'm going to check off now. If you watch this later, please pop it in the comments. Let me know. Send me a DM if you want the link to join, and have a fantastic rest of the week. And keep your eyes open, because if I can get that other wedding dress out, the 28-year-old wedding dress that is definitely not in fashion anymore, I will try and do a quick spin around the front room in it. Guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon. Bye. See you guys.